Hey guys, welcome back again to Dave's Dimension. Welcome back again for another video. Welcome back to the channel where chaos and insanity will always reign supreme. So we're back again for another unbox. I kind of went a little off the rails this time around, guys. I did a thing a few weeks ago, and that thing has arrived. Now, a lot of people like to step up their collecting game, as it were. I've been trying to do that with some of the Star Wars figures I've gotten. The NECA, the DC Multiverse. Well, I decided to order something from SIDESHOW. Now, the biggest thing, or I guess you could say, as far as going from the regular figures, like the Marvel Legends, I've been kind of branching out to the SH Figuarts. Well, we decided to take it up another notch. So I ordered some, well, technically they're statues from SIDESHOW. And it just arrived today. I haven't opened it up yet. It's still in the box. So what do you say we open it up, guys? Now, of course, this came, I received my notification of shipping last week. I think it was on Thursday or Wednesday. I received the shipping, so I got it in about 7 days via UPS. So let's open this up. Now this is only my second package from SIDESHOW. I've previously ordered. I have my. You can see him right there. I got a nice little statue of Scarlet Spider, made by PVC. Or no, PCS, I want to say, Studios. So let's open up the box. I have 2 items in here. Okay. A lot of wrapping. A lot of wrapping. So, what do I have here? I ordered a Qui-Gon Jinn statue from Star Wars The Phantom Menace. Of course, this is Liam Neeson as the Jedi Master Qui-Gon Jinn. And I'm probably mispronouncing this, but this is Kotobukiya. At least that's how I say it. Art FX Plus. 1/10 scale. There we go. Got some nice little art as to, you got some options, either him holding his sword, or sorry, his saber, or him with his nice little meditative kind of hands in his sleeves. So we got that, and, well, that's not all. I also got, if you're going to get Qui-Gon, what else are you going to get? Also by the same company, I got this Darth Maul statue as well. And we'll look at the size of these 2 boxes right here, guys. Got a bit of a comparison right here. Now this one is a 1/7 scale, so this one's going to be a little bit bigger, guys. But what do you say? What do you say we jump right on into Qui-Gon statue right now? Okay? Now, obviously, now you guys know I am an out-of-box collector. And these also would be kept out of the box, but I'm going to save the boxes. For any kind, for, you know, in the future if I need to move, or maybe if I want to, you know, exchange, update my collection. And maybe pass this on to someone else. It is a thing. I'm not someone who usually flips my my collectibles, but who knows? If I want to get maybe a larger scale Qui-Gon, maybe I'll consider selling this at a later date and time. So let's jump on to 2 views, as I like to call it. So this is nice and packaged securely. No loose pieces are going to be bouncing around in the box. Very nicely done. And we do have some extra tape right here. Cuts right down. Oh, wowzers. Do I have any extra tape here? Yes, I do. I have a few more slits to make. Now, this is basically my first Star Wars statue. They have these nice little plastic snaps here, guys. Sorry for the noise. We're going to set that to the side. You have a very cool, very nice flat platform. I want to say I think this is magnetic. We're going to find out in just a few moments. And it does have the official copyright of Lucasfilms Limited right there, guys. So, what do we have here? We have Qui-Gon's head. Qui-Gon's torso. And yes, there are some metal pieces at the feet, so this is definitely magnetic, guys. Well, you say we break this right on open. So there we go. Connectors here for his arms. And for his head, of course. Of course, you get some options here. You got Qui-Gon with his arm in his sleeves. We're going to test out both poses, by the way, guys. So obviously this one goes here like that. Okay, so this one will, this actually has a round peg right here. So this would go in like that. And the two meet up just like that. So it looks like he's got his hands in his sleeves. Like most Jedi. Just having kind of, you know, contemplative state, as it were. Wow, he's got a really long neck, guys. There we go. But look at the sculpt here with the hair. The head. Now, this one, I'm actually going to throw links for the versions that I got, or the two statues I got today. I'm going to throw links in the description below so you guys can check them out. There's no branding on the side, so it really doesn't matter. It does have, you know, it's magnetic, so it's going to hold him. But he still has a little bit of wobble. A little bit of wobble right there. You guys can see that. But, I mean, for him being on the platform, it's going to hold pretty nicely. Now, we have a couple extras here. We have a fist to stick out. And also, we have another arm. This is obviously the arm that is meant to hold his lightsaber. The true weapon of a Jedi. Let's pop his out. Saber has a little bit of a, I mean, it's kind of a soft plastic, so it had a little bend right out of the package, but it's got good detail. See if I can get better detail right there. There we go. I mean, that's pretty good, pretty movie accurate right there. First, we also have his blade, because he rocked the green, unlike Obi. There we go. Got the green blade. Now, I really do like the look of this. I mean, whether you have him just with his hands in the robes, and it's not that hard. You just kind of pry them apart to get this out. And then we can simply put this one in. And because we pulled the one arm out, the other one is going to stay in. And then we simply are going to peg this hand into the other sleeve. So he can now hold his saber. Bear with me here. It's my first time doing this on this figure. And there's no shame in looking at the, okay, here we go. Looking at the box for a little bit of inspiration. This gives you a nice better look as to how he's going to be holding the blade. So we'll actually apply the saber blade afterwards, because I want to get this in his hands first. Okay. Now, a little bit of worry about the saber itself. It's a little bit of a softer plastic, so it's kind of interesting as to how we're getting that pegged in. But once we have everything in, there we go. There you go, we have him holding the saber. Now we can apply the blade. There we go. We got Qui-Gon holding his saber, ready to take on any bad guy. Well, almost any bad guy. I mean, he did lose against Darth Maul, but he's still a badass. He's one of my favorite Jedi of all time. I've said this before in past videos, I really wish they would have done more. I wish they could have shown more of Qui-Gon, more adventures of his. I really think Liam Neeson killed it as Qui-Gon. I mean, let's be honest, Qui-Gon was always a little bit of a rebel, no pun intended, when it came to being, a Jedi. He really didn't have interest on being in on the council. He always knew that he could do more as a Jedi Master, teaching others, teaching Padawan, bringing justice and balance to the galaxy. And I really wish we could get something like that, but, I mean, I understand that, Liam Neeson is not exactly getting younger. So, I mean, it's always something I wish they could do. I mean, even if they did like an animated, more of an animated series showing the background of the Jedi before the Clone Wars, before everything else, I think that would be pretty awesome. But here we are, Qui-Gon Jinn. Let's show some of the detail here. I mean, right there at the boots, we got some awesome detailing right there. Detail for his belt right there. The molding and coloring on here is awesome. Is this the definitive Qui-Gon? Obviously no. There are other ones that are much higher price points, let's be honest. I mean, I'm not going to kid myself. There are other ones that are obviously higher price points. I mean, it is what it is, right, guys? Now, I'm actually going to pull up a Sideshow so I can show you guys what exactly do I mean. So we're at sideshow.com. Pulling it up right now. Here we go, screen capture. Okay, I'm going to my orders. So you can see this one right here. This Qui-Gon's priced at only $100. But I ordered him and Darth Maul because I had a $25 coupon that was expiring as of the 10th of this month. So I had that, plus I had another $9 in promo coupons from Sideshow. So I said, well, you know what? Let's get this and let's get something else. And that's my first statues, and here we are. This shows you Qui-Gon Jinn, just as I just showed you a statue, 1/10 scale, Phantom Menace Art FX Plus. Scale statue by Kotobukiya. I hope I'm saying that right. If I'm not, I apologize. It's just made out of ABS and PVC. Your basics, guys. I really do want to get this Darth Vader at some point in time. I just don't know when I'll be able to swing it. I don't know if I want these troopers, you know. I'm still on the fence about that, but this shows you some pictures here. This shows you nice details. This is pretty much what sold me, guys. These pictures. I mean, this just looks awesome, and I can't wait to have this next to my Darth Maul. So I'm going to put everything back in the box. So there we go. I mean, this is just... And I love that this isn't like forced in a spot, so like if you knock something over, he's just, you know, there's nothing to break as far as the display here. It's just magnet. There we go. Bob Schunkel. I mean, I really love this statue. I mean, this is just, I mean, it's not, it's a static statue, I guess you could say. There's no really posing other than taking the hand out and connecting this in place of this one. But I mean, you gotta have him with his saber. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about this. And again, guys, I mean, this is just, it's fantastic. I mean, the detail, I mean, I love this. I'm not someone who has the means to buy Hot Toys and some of the other amazing things that SIDESHOW, Hot Toys, and so many other brands and makers out there have. Personally, I can't afford it. This was something for me to kind of jump out of my comfort zone. It was something really awesome. There was an awesome deal, so that's why I went for it, guys. Okay. It's definitely, I mean, this is definitely a game changer for me. I'm going to set them off to the side here. And we're going to put some of the plastics back in here. Put it back into the box. And then we are going to move on to Darth Maul. And also pull up the SIDESHOW link for that one as well. I'm also going to put the links for those figures down in the description below. I was actually going to wait to do this for a live stream, but I just couldn't. I mean, let's be honest. Could you wait for this? I don't think so. I couldn't. I mean, even the box is pretty Billy Badass right there, guys. Love it. So now that we have that, let's get Mr. Maul out. What do you say? Again, this is by ArtFX. Craftsmanship Kotobukiya. I really hope I'm saying that correctly. And this is Darth Maul, Star Wars Darth Maul, Japanese Ukiyo-e style 1/7 scale pre-painted model figure. That's what they call it right here. Oh, we got a little bit of a synopsis on the back of here. So let me just read that. Let's first go to main screen. If you guys want to pause it to read it, you can. We have, appearing in Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, Darth Maul was a Sith Lord who ruthlessly attacked Jedi Knights Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi. Darth Maul left a lasting impression on fans with his unique appearance and amazing lightsaber skills. The 1/7 scale Star Wars Artifacts series is back, and it's back in a big way. Inspired by traditional Japanese ukiyo pictures of floating world style, the Sith warrior balances atop a rocky outcropping in a samurai-like pose, stripped to the waist with the Zabrak. The Zabrak wears a tattered robe that twists and flows with incredible sculpt detail. In his state of undress, Maul reveals a body covered in intricate Sith tattoos, while his snarling face captures his hatred for the Jedi and the all-consuming rage in his heart. Of course, no version of Darth Maul would be complete without his blood-red double-blade lightsaber, and this one even has a special light-up feature. Oh, I seriously did not know that. Darth Maul stands approximately 11 inches in 1/7 scale with all of the Star Wars artifacts statues. With its detailed construction and unique styling, this Sith Menace is a snap-fit kit that can be put together easily in seconds without glue or modeling skill. That's perfect because I suck at that. So, this is the art style that they were talking about there. I mean, just those pictures alone, I mean, that crazy snarl right there, the eyes. I mean, that's what pretty much sold me on this. That and a certain YouTuber got me into collecting the villains. Sleeping, you know who you are. Sleeping Collectibles. He's a big collector. He's one of those guys who he's all about keeping them in box. You guys know me. I have to let them breathe. They must be free. Whoa. And that's it. So as you can see, much bigger. Giggity. So we do have an instruction book here as well. That of course is taped like there's no tomorrow. That's pretty cool that they gave us a little instruction book. See, right here and right here. So there we go. Let's just start to open this up first. Darth Maul has a double-bladed lightsaber. I have a double-bladed bat knife. What could be better, right? There you go, we got the nice rock with the pegged slots for him to stand in. Smooth plastic on the bottom, nice little rock detail, nice and rough and coarse on the outside. Nice good platform. I'm going to set that little plastic aside. Oh, we have wire ties holding this on. Okay. I was like, why is this not opening up? Why is it not opening up, guys? What's going on? They definitely know how to package everything nice and securely so that we don't have any accidents. Heaven forbid the box and the inner boxes are opened up and damaged. This is keeping everything nice and protected. That's kind of like, that's really what we want. We want everything in perfect situations. You see we get two types of blades here. One that has more of a light up effect and one that looks a little bit more dark and translucent. We're going to set that off to the side for right now. So we get one arm that automatically has the saber in hand. So we're going to pull that out. And the detail on here is just sick, guys. Is this some kind of a battery compartment? Got a little clear plastic, and we got some screws here. I think this thing actually does light up, like it says. I thought it was just a light effect. Part of his cloak, his robe that's flowing in the wind. I think I might actually have to read the directions on this, guys. Just so I know everything. I mean, this could be sick. I'm trying to keep the plastic all together. I don't want to lose it in case I need to package it up for another time, another place, another meeting. Who knows? Just some of the detail on here, guys. Some of that detail is, I mean, honestly, right now, I don't think I actually am understanding or even grasping how cool this is going to look once it's put together, guys. I really, like, oh, man. Jesus. I mean, just look at this, guys. Let me see if I can get a... I mean, take a look at that. I mean, how sick is that? And the front. Let me move my hands. The front of there is, I mean, this is... Man. I thought this was actually going to be a little bit smaller. I thought it was going to be more like Qui-Gon size, but... I mean, take a look at that, man. This is just... This whole thing is... This is just sick. And heaven forbid my younger brother comes over to my house and sees this. He's going to lose his shit because he loves Darth Maul. Okay, so now that we have all the pieces out, I'm going to put the plastic back into the center here. And we're going to put the other... Well, we can't do that yet because we still have to get the blades out. But we're going to hold off on that just yet. Keep that right there. And we, like I said, we have two sets of blades. One that's more of a transparent. The other one that's a little bit of a thicker. What I mean by that is, here's one that's a little bit more opaque, and this one's a little bit more translucent. So I'm actually going to pause you guys, and we're going to take a quick look at the instructions very quickly, okay? Okay, so it looks like there's an actual switch right at the top here that this twists as an on and off switch. So that's going to be very cool. What do you say we start putting this bad boy together now? Now it shows you pretty much how everything is assembled there. There goes the here, and it goes here, and it goes here. And then it shows you right here in the diagram, there's a battery compartment, so I'll pull the clear plastic out, and it shows you right there at the top. You rotate the top of the saber, and that's the on and off switch, guys. So that's going to be interesting to see which one is going to look better, the opaque or the translucent. So we're actually going to try them both out. I'm going to put them right here. And this is some nice quality. It's not like the bendy kind of plastic we had on Qui-Gon. This is I mean, you guys, I don't know how well you can hear this. This is definitely more of a stronger plastic. So let us start by getting Maul into position. Okay, it's not okay, yeah, if it sticks up a little bit, I think it's meant to look more samurai like with the feet, but I'm not sure. They kind of stick up a little bit. Let me take a look at the box. It's not really like that way on the box, so I may have to play around with this to get it to fit more perfectly. And there is only one way that these fit in. As you can see here, there's almost like an L, kind of an L or J shape on the one side, and the other side is more triangular, and that's exactly how they are here. So that shows you which way, which one goes where. It's not 100% perfect, but I don't want to force anything either. So there is a little bit of, doesn't fit perfectly flush. I'm sure there's a way I can fix that. I mean, I could probably shave the bottom parts out, or at least the bottom of the peg, shave it off so that it doesn't hit the bottom as well, and it'll probably fit a little bit better. But I'm going to leave that just as is right now, okay? Now, for the next step, okay, so we have this in the base. Now we're going to have to attach our pieces of his robe that stick out. Okay. We have, let's see here. We have one that's going to peg in one spot. I'm trying to see exactly how this pegs in. Okay, so right in the front, like where you would see a belt buckle, there are two slots. So one's going to slot in one direction. And the other is going to slot in the other direction, obviously. Okay, so we can see that this one, that's a little bit more longer and a little bit spiral. That's actually going to wrap around. Gotta play around with these a little bit. I do apologize, guys. Let me just pause you guys for a quick second. Okay, so it took me quite a while to get these two pieces in. The pegs were a little snug, just like the feet were kind of in the base. That could just be a matter of, you know, your miles will vary. You know, you'll have varied results. So that's where we are right now. I finally did get them in. I definitely had to play around with the instructions for a wee bit of guidance and quite a little bit of bruising on the thumb to get it in there right. So torso should peg right on here. There we go. You got them all on there now. Let me just move that back a little bit so you guys can see a little bit better. Now we just have this. So let's play around with this one. Let's play around with this part right now. See, we got a nice little laser going on. So let's twist it to turn it off. So it's off right now. So let's play around with the lasers, or should I say the light blades. Let's put the clear translucent one in. And let's put the other one in. That's actually pretty damn cool right there, guys. Let me just have a little desk light on. Let's turn the other lights off. Come on. That's very cool. I mean, we get a nice little light at the tips right there. Now let's swap it out. Okay, so there's switches at both ends. Now I'm going to stick one of the opaque ones in. I call it opaque because it just looks like a thicker. So we have translucent on one, opaque on the other. That's the what I call the opaque, and this one is the more translucent one. I'm almost thinking this one looks a little bit better. So let's Now for some reason this top one's not working. I'm going to put the other top blade back on. It's going to suck if this isn't going to work. Yeah. Having a little bit of a problem here, guys. So now this one is rotating, but it's not lighting up. Yeah, it's not lighting up right now. That's a little disappointing. The bottom one lights up. Bottom one is lighting up nice and perfectly, but this top one isn't now. I may have to email them and see what's going on here. Because if it was the batteries, then the bottom one shouldn't be lighting up either. But that's not the case, guys. That's a bit disappointing. Quite disappointing. But that doesn't mean I can't put the blades in and still have an awesome statue, which is what I'm doing right now. I mean, the light up effect would be killer, but I mean, for right now, this is an insane statue right now, guys. This is just insane. I'm a little disappointed, but this, maybe I can tinker around with it. Maybe I can get it working. It could just be, you know, could be a defect. Yeah, the bottom one is lighting up perfectly. I'm just not getting the top one to light up. But, I mean, just this by itself is... Let's see if we can get the camera to focus right there. I mean, how could you go wrong with this? Like I said, I mean, I didn't even know this lit up when I ordered it, so I mean, it's still a badass statue. I just gotta decide, do I want to go with these or do I want these darker ones? I mean, even if I don't have it on, I mean, either way, I think this looks pretty sick, guys. What do you guys think? You think Maul's worth it? A 1/7 scale. Him looking badass, like he's about to just have at it in some kind of a rocky, maybe volcanic wasteland. Ready to take anybody out. See if we can get the camera to focus. I want to get a good focus of his face right there, guys. There we go. Now, I'm going to include links like I did for, like I'm doing for Qui-Gon. So if you guys are interested in this figure, you want to get it yourself. Now, do I think that you'll have a defect along just like I did with mine? I don't think so, but I don't know if this is a known issue. I didn't find this being a known issue with anyone else's, but that's based on those that might have left reviews or that did left reviews on site. Now I'm going to pull up that page once again. Here we go. That's not what I wanted. I wanted this. Okay. So this was the Qui-Gon. And we're going to go to Maul now. Yeah, this one was $150. And honestly, I didn't think that there was a light effect on here, because usually Sideshow, with a lot of the different vendors they have, they'll add some light illusions to them. Like this is not how it looks lit up, so I just thought that this was just some kind of cool effect that they're just throwing for display purposes. So I was sold on those pictures alone, and you can see how I did not know. See, like I said, $150. They do also lay away in some of the larger ones where you can do $15 deposit and $67.50 and $67.50, and there you go, and Bob's your uncle. Again, just like the others, ABS PVC. This is a 6 scale, 274. But of course, this is Maul further down the line because he's got his robot legs right there. I mean, this one looks pretty badass. But the one I got here, like, I was blown away by it, guys. I mean, I probably am gonna send a little email to Sideshow asking if this is something that, you know, because I've done this before where I'll purchase something, and if there's a defect, I want to report it, because if there's a defect, maybe this is a known issue. Or if not, people should be notified of this issue. Nothing against the product itself. The product itself is awesome. I am not asking for a return by any means. I mean, if they can somehow send me this arm part with the battery, you know, another one that will light up, I would love that. That, you know, if there's nothing they can do, then I'm still going to keep this and rock this as an amazing statue. Okay. Now you can see that there is a major difference in size between these two. Major difference. But now I got me a Qui-Gon and I got me a Maul. So, and again, I mean, just take a look at this, guys. This statue is killer. Killer. I think this is probably going to be my... Honestly, I gotta say, this is probably my favorite Star Wars piece as of right now. I mean, he just looks sick. I mean, you know, I hate to say it, but I really think this is probably going to be my favorite Star Wars piece right now. Broken lights and all, this is my favorite Star Wars piece. Let's just put it that way. Okay? Very cool. Very awesome. Now, I will say this. The rear blade, the bottom blade, is hitting the floor exactly at level here. So, depending on how you display, you don't want to put too much pressure on this, but this will work as a nice stabilizing leg. You'll see what I mean here, guys. This pretty much it's right there. It's right there. I can put my finger on it and it kind of flicks a little bit, but it's right there. It's not anything that I think will break this, but it's like an additional stabilizing leg almost, if you will. Okay? But as you can see, I'm holding him up. I'm holding him up by his leg. This is not coming out. His torso, I can hold him up by the torso. The torso's not coming out either. So everything pegs in nice and snug, nice and tightly. And again, you get the little wraps of his robe kind of flowing in the wind here. I mean, come on, which one of you guys wouldn't want this? This is just sick. I love this. I mean, the detail and the musculature. You got the vein coming up his neck right there that you guys can see. I mean, the detail on here. I mean, this isn't a hot toy, but I mean, it looks amazing, guys. He looks... I'm literally blown away by this. I mean, he looks amazing. On a scale of 1 to 10, he's definitely a 10. Even with the light malfunction, he's still a 10. Qui-Gon, he's definitely a 9.5. He's not a perfect 10, but he's a 9. If the magnetics on the base were a little bit more stable, because I can hold him and the base is not gonna stick, but if I put him on there, he can slide a little. It's not perfectly stable. They could have built a little bit stronger magnets in here to make this a little bit more stable, I guess. But I mean, you're gonna have this on a shelf displaying, so I mean, you really can't complain about that either, guys. So there we are. I got my very first Star Wars statues, my second purchase through SIDESHOW. We'll see what happens with this, but I mean, I also have to figure out where the hell am I going to set this up now. I think I might have to move around some of my shelving a little bit, guys. Here we go again. Want to thank you guys for checking out the channel, checking out this video. This is just, I mean, I'm blown away by both of these figures. They're awesome. The detail, I mean, just because, you know, you can't afford a hot toy doesn't mean you can't get some pretty good detail and quality here. Are there more expensive ones that you get more detail, more functionality, you know, more human? I mean, this is pretty damn good, you know, but are there ones that you get more cinematic detail? Yes, there are. I'm not gonna lie, there are, but they're also a lot more money. You know, it's a matter of, do I want to spend 3 times the amount I did with this one to get that piece? I can't swing the finances right now. I have a big trip in June for New York, so you know, I had to kind of bend a few, you know, arms here and there to get, you know, to get it so I could pull off getting these two. But I mean, Maul by himself is worth it. Plus, like I said, I had a $25 coupon. I had another $9 in promos. So, you know, do the math, guys. I mean, you know, $34 off both of these. I made it happen. I made it happen, Captain. So, there we are. I really love these. I don't think I've bought any other statues from other companies yet. Artifacts. PCS was the Scarlet Spider one I got. And I really love that one. I mean, that one's just awesome. I don't have lights over there yet, so I can't show that off. But, I mean, I love those PCS ones that I have. Now, just to show you guys, I do have some lights set up here. I mean, that's pretty much where I have my, I got the DC Multiverse on the top. We got Batman, and then we got my Star Wars down there. So I might have to actually flip how I have my Marvel and the DC/Star Wars setup so I can make some room to display these guys. So there is that. But I want to thank you guys for checking out the video. I want to thank you guys for checking out the channel. Thank you for supporting our little crazy channel, Dave's Dimension, where chaos and insanity always reign supreme. And I would like to say I want to thank everyone who's been hitting that red button below. You know, the friends and family button, if you will. Hitting that bell for notifications. Thank you for following us. We're growing bigger and better. I have some amazing things coming through the pipeline, and I hope to share that with you guys. So if you don't mind, if you haven't already, hit that button below. Hit that bell for notifications. And as always, if you guys want to reach out to me directly, you can hit me up at Dave's Dimension on Instagram or davesdimension78@gmail.com. So until next time, like I always say, guys, keep on busting, and I'll catch you on the flip side.